Rundown, January 11th, Thursday. Marty Mush and Dana Beers. Basketball documentary out. You go check that out.
The big three is
right? The final four?
It's the big three
final
as
episode?
they call us.
Yeah.
Yes, finale's out. Very climactic. A lot. We'll talk about it in the after show, but there's a lot to unpack.
Yeah. You running it back soon?
Yeah, you're all on the team.
Yeah. When is it again?
It's end of March.
Okay.
All right, and we're gonna do tryouts. I've seen your tape, dude. Like I genuinely want you on the team.
I have a massive foot problem right now.
You know what the
I don't know
problem?
what's going on? I think I stepped in a nail.
You know what the problem we have though is that you are very fundamental. We have no fundamentals, so that's good.
Right.
We need screens.
You wouldn't be like a 40-minute guy. We just need you. We need your brain.
You know basketball.
I know. I'd like to play.
A lot of the guys we have don't. Like
Ball handling is out though.
that's okay.
Ball handling is this.
Back screens. That's all we need is back screens.
Shoot threes.
Few threes, he goes.
You also have to assign who brings a cooler to every game.
Yeah.
There's no going to the bar in shorts and sweaty and gross.
Can I ask
Bring
you
a
something,
cooler.
John Rich? What is the root of your beef with Clemmer? Is it idle? Is it like you got the job?
The root is basketball.
Really?
The root is that's honestly that was the first time I was ever like, man, fuck this guy.
Because he had power over you, right?
Yeah,
And it's
it was literally just
power.
basketball. I have no beef with Clemmer like at all. I don't even now. But
I've been trying to figure it out. I'm like,
It's literally that.
It's you.
First move.
it is, yeah.
Yeah, you assigned him a
My
coach.
first move on the team would be suggesting that I run better sets, and we force like a mellow type thing, like. And Clem is just. What?
You're telling me your first movie forcing Clemmer out?
Great content.
It would.
I know a guy who could coach us too. Like he's out,
Like if we had a real coach,
that
that would be
The
hilarious.
guy.
he's out of a job right now.
What do you do?
All
You
in
do
a
something
favor.
sketchy?
No. He's just he went on leave. Bring him down.
Oh,
Win some games. He's been in the
you know what he's
tournament.
talking about?
He's doing a bit, but I gotta
Oh,
No,
think.
it's not a bit.
We'll
He's
get him
out of
in.
work right now.
We'll get him in. He'll be fine. He'll be back.
Is it another Josh P thing?
No. We'll get him in.
Oh, yes.
We'll get him in.
Yes.
All right. Anyway, big news. Two football legends. I keep wanting to saying retire. They didn't retire. Saban retired. Belichick parts ways. I guess is the best way to describe it. He's probably be coaching again. But this is crazy to deal with in 48 hours. Like to
too much
watch.
for us.
Yeah, to watch these. Like this is identity. You know these guys in and out. You're the Patriots guy. I'll defer to you. Do you want to go in-house or should you? I think they should just do a clean break. I think if they keep chasing this nostalgia and always a Belichick guy and this and that, I think at a certain
What was
point,
your first
think
reaction?
outside the box.
I've been waiting for this. I mean, even the last couple of years, the writing's been on the wall. I like Gerard Mayo a lot. I think he is a good kind of backup option. He's been in the system a while, but I just have a feeling it's all going to lead to Steve Belichick being the coach at some point. I don't know how.
You're the only person that.
No, at some point down the road, I'm saying. Not right now.
Yeah.
In like 10 years.
Do you think Steve Belichick still has a job coming up? Because his dad, obviously, when they usually
I don't
bring
know.
their guys with you, right?
I think, where else is, I mean, no.
They stink.
I don't know. I think Gerard Mayo's the guy. I would love Vrabel to be the guy as well. Those are my two.
But wouldn't you much rather Vrabel than?
I think that would be awesome. I don't know why he got fired. They said it was because he had a speech or something and it rubbed
Hall
the
of Fame.
Titans the wrong way. Vrabel would be awesome. He's my close personal friend. People forget that's the first stop that I went to when I went to save the city of Nashville was to the Titans practice facility.
Okay.
Me and him shared breakfast. We talked. I gave him a wrinkly shirt.
Beer fixes tornadoes.
Yes. I saved that city.
Yeah.
I saved that city in 2020.
I can't unpack that on a Thursday in the middle of the day.
Me and Vrabes are close personal friends, so I would love for him. Yeah, him or Mayo. It's very weird though. It's like I don't know anything except Belichick, so it's going to take a while. But I think he's been on his way out for a while.
And then I feel like these two are like changing which one's the bigger story at the moment. Like they are icons. But so Saban also, this was post rundown yesterday, so we didn't really have a chance to comment. So Saban leaves Alabama. 28 years in college football, 6 national titles, 11 SEC championships, 11-1 all-time in SEC championship games. Crazy. I keep forgetting he won a title in LSU. I'll always forget that they won one in LSU. But
We're saying there's a stat that if you played 4 years at Alabama, no matter what, you won a national championship from when he's coached.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
insane.
That's such a thing to say. Yeah, I mean, it almost makes you wonder, like, yeah, you could if you're gonna go play somewhere else. Do you want to just go to Alabama, ride the bench, get the ring?
Yeah.
You're guaranteed to get the ring.
You know what this is? You know what this is doing? It's making me sad.
Yeah, dude, we're old.
That is the real story at underneath all this is we're getting fucking old, boys.
When Brady
It's sad.
retired, it was starting to feel like, all right, well now like Eli's gone, Tom Brady, Roethlisberger, like all those guys, and then now the coaches. Like I thought I at least had 4 more years of these.
I think the final nail in the coffin for me is LeBron. When he's gone, it's like okay.
We would have watched that entire career.
Yeah,
that one hurt.
That's gonna fuck me up.
Yeah, but I said it earlier. Like, what's crazy is like if you put this in real life terms, Pete Carroll was what 71. He also stepped down. He's getting completely overshadowed. Belichick will probably coach again, but like Saban is how old? 70. All right, so 72. If you found out your dad's friend retired at 72, you'd kind of be like, why were you working that long? We keep being like, how dare he retire? It's like, man, the man is 72 years old.
That's a good point.
But like I said,
He's worked in football for close to 35, 40 years.
I've said this though, like Popovich has been with the Spurs for how long? Like, he's about to die on the court, right? Like he's like been going for so long.
Football guys just don't know anything else.
No, they
that's
don't.
why it's weird.
I'm saying
Socially awkward.
Popovich, like he earned to like stay as long as he wants, right? Like,
Yeah.
He's won a bunch of championships. That's why it was weird with Belichick because he's 1-6. You thought he'd just they just die with him. Whenever he wants to go, he goes.
Yeah.
And because he's literally said, I want to coach. I'll even give up the GM part. Because we were talking about that. Like, he's a horrible offensive GM. He doesn't know he doesn't know how any talent on offense.
Nothing.
So it's like now when he goes to the Commanders, does he just be the coach, or do you think they'll let him be the GM too? Or the Chargers, whoever get him?
I don't know, man.
Depends. Case by case.
Sad.
But to go back to like who's the bigger story, so now it obviously becomes, all right, who are we replacing in Tuscaloosa? The name that everyone kept saying, Dan Lanning. Dan Lanning drops maybe the best video in social media history for college football coaches. All time.
I can't believe he dropped a video.
Says this is the first meeting of the year. Basically says if you're worried about your coach leaving, come play for us. I'm not leaving. Smokes a cigar. Like he's smirking the whole time. Unbelievable.
He was like the grass.
You want to run through a wall if you're an Oregon guy. Yeah,
I know
unbelievable.
it's green here. Like I mean, he's also 37.
Yeah.
Like, he's like so young. He's coached for 2 years.
Yeah,
at Oregon.
A lot of great quotes out of it. He's like, everybody's got starters. Let's be a finisher.
Has anyone been throwing around the name my close personal friend Deion Sanders? Is anyone saying that?
No, actually not one person.
I think maybe you get to a bowl. We love Deion. Maybe you get to a bowl in your first year.
I'm just saying.
People are saying Lane Kiffin, right? Oh.
What's that one say?
Undisputed asked the question.
Oh,
about
come
Deion
on, of course.
Sanders.
Yeah, see, I got Marty Bayless.
You're such
I got Marty Bayless to my left.
Oh my God.
Okay, and I got Shannon Bosco to my right. I got to bring up the questions.
That's.
I have to.
Of all the shows, this was minus 7,000 to me.
You are Marty Bayless.
No.
Yeah, all your Twitter takes. You
They
just
don't
try to
even
piss
believe- they
people
don't
off.
even believe-
You don't believe half the shit you
I
say
believe
these
everything.
days. No, you don't.
Everything I come-
you that is true.
Everything. that
He's
comes
got
out of
odds.
my
He's got odds.
You know they don't even believe this stuff.
No,
They
he's not
It's
gonna go
orchestrated
there.
in a pot of
crazy
like
thing
what's
is,
going to get
though,
the most interaction.
Norvell is a wild one.
No, my people are telling me Norvell.
I think if
You literally tweeted this morning that you thought that would. You don't think so. You said no way. This morning.
Said from a very reliable source, I heard it's going to be Norvell, and I said I don't buy it.
That means you don't believe it.
But it doesn't mean it's not
I hope
gonna
it's
happen.
Kiffin.
No,
I hope it's Lane Kiffin.
Well, everyone's saying that Kiffin was doing some things with their wives.
yeah,
The Boosters' wives.
Yeah.
And he
it's
might.
Kiffin life though.
But that's what you get with Kiffin. You don't know what he's going to
Fresh.
do. But Kiffin at Alabama would be kind of insane.
Yeah.
Unbelievable content. When he pulled the golf ball out,
Yeah.
maniac. So yeah, two legends, crazy. Stephen A. Smith and Jason Whitlock. I didn't know this was who it was going to be because I only saw the clip of that fat piece of shit people kept clipping.
I thought it was gonna be Zion.
Yeah.
He said it a while ago about him being a fat bastard. Big Ev quoting was very funny also.
Whitlock has suggested that Stephen A. Smith lied in his memoir, that he didn't actually write the book himself, and implied that he's an industry plant. Stephen A. Smith says, I can assure you, so help me God, I wrote my book. It's my memoir. It's my life. It's my story. Quote for the show, I mean it from my soul when I say this, the worst human being I've ever known. So this was awesome.
Stephen A. unfiltered is something else. Like him saying, I've had enough of that fat bastard is so funny.
Yeah, I also like devil's advocate. I don't think anyone has actually written their own book.
They probably told somebody.
In the last 60 years, like they type it, and they also tell someone their thoughts.
Yeah, and they type it.
Agreed.
No,
yeah,
no way.
There's a little gray area, but it's his stories.
One of my favorite trends on Twitter is just seeing Stephen A. pop up with like a quote or like the quote card with a question from one of his fans, and it's always something about like being horny.
Yeah.
Or like when's the best time to fuck. And he's always talking about it.
That's all he cares about.
That's I love it.
There was a
About
video.
ball and sex.
This guy used to go. This was early internet. Like this guy used to go to the NBA draft and like heckle Stephen A. Smith, but like funny from the draft. And like he was eating the Cheetos, and he'd be like, "Quite frankly, that is the most impressive way I've ever seen somebody eat Cheetos." And Stephen A. Smith is just devouring. See if you pull the clip up. He
always brings up Rams.
fucking devout,
like,
but it's so
it's funny as shit.
Just devouring.
You're a big
from under the desk. He hides them like under the desk.
You probably love this because you're a big call people fat bastards.
Yes, that's my big thing.
Fat fuck.
I love saying fat fuck.
I wish he said fat fuck though.
Yeah.
But fat bastard's good.
So it was very funny. See if you find the Cheetos, but whatever.
It was funny.
But yeah, this, you know what's I kind of love about TikTok now? I'll see these two going at it, or like Jason Whitlock being a horrible human, and see that TikTok. Like when the Cat Williams thing came out, the algorithm like did the work for you. It pops up and shows you Steve Harvey stealing jokes, and it shows you this. Like it's interesting how they know what to do and what's relevant and stuff.
Whitlock he's a loser. I think 99% of the world is on Stephen A.
And it's on every. It's not just sports. It's every topic.
Yes.
Like if Disney, when there's controversial things at Disney, remember that the TikTok knows what to do with that. Like I just feel like it's.
He thinks he has to say something about everything. Whitlock.
Yeah, he's gone at us. He seems like a bum.
He's a fat bastard.
Yeah. What do you got next, John Rich? Aaron Rodgers is back on the McAfee show. I mean, you threw that in there. That's your story.
Because everyone yesterday was like, well, Pat McAfee is not having Aaron Rodgers on for the rest of the season. Me and Hubs were talking like, I'm pretty sure he only does the regular season anyway. And that's where we thought. But then it was also like a lot of the controversy of him saying the Epstein Island thing and then the college stuff. It was getting a little hairy. And he said, no more. He's on today. Mm-hmm. He just pops on today. So it's like, that's why the internet's the best, because this shit happens. But Aaron Rodgers is something. It's crazy things. He says he doesn't give a fuck.
I want to see what our boy Glenny Balls thinks of all this. Like, that's his guy, right?
I like Aaron Rodgers. I
do too.
I don't really, but when he gets into all the crazy stuff, I just don't know what he's saying. So I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
It's just funny to see him back on today.
Crazy.
How about McAfee giving Foreplay a shout out too? That was nice. Did you see that?
You see who else did? My boy Carson Daly.
Today's show today.
He's
your boy?
Top 5, one of my top 5 celebrities.
Why is he your boy?
I grew up on TRL.
So you don't know each other?
No, but I love him.
He's your boy.
Okay.
Anyone that he says his boy is not his boy.
Yeah, but that was a phrase in college.
I know.
You didn't never say, yeah, but your boy was also guys you hated or like weirdo kids in the.
I actually said that.
They do that too. They'd be like, "Yo, I saw your boy, John Rich, bro, John Beanie Rich." Like we'd have a nickname too.
Me and
all
my
he does is wear a beanie.
Like your fucking boy.
Yeah, if you knew you had a class with them, or you knew you had to like be social with them, because you.
I actually can't chirp.
So your boy was somebody you loved and hated.
I just did the same thing. I called Blake Bortles my boy. He's not my boy.
Oh yeah, it's fun to.
So I'm.
You know, I think where it originated from, because. Growing up on Pardon the Interruption, because Wilbon and Kornheiser would go, Dana, your boy Allen Iverson, and it was.
I remember
we watched it every day after school, so like subconsciously, it just made me realize that. But subconsciously,
you're boys.
Yeah,
you and Baker are boys.
Baker's my boy.
Yeah,
right.
But he is.
I actually technically have met Blake Bortles, and we took a picture, so he could.
Yeah, but like it's the same way. Like people I hate. Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, Rico. The thing about Saban was when we got pulled over in Alabama. That's my favorite story. When we got pulled over in Alabama, and a cop pulled us over.
The headlight was off.
The headlight was off. It was fine, whatever. And he just didn't want, we didn't want to go back to Alabama and get a ticket. So he was like, He called Nate Oates.
No, that's not true. It's not. We're not
He
going to
goes,
do
look,
this.
I was on the phone with him.
No, the guy
But he
was
thought,
trying to reiterate
I thought the guy thought he was going to
that all we were trying to do was get down. I was trying to just not do ticket, not fucking deal with it.
Yeah, you gotta pull out all.
Eddie-
Yeah, it's like
String,
out of state,
Eddie
like
String,
plates and shit. It's gonna be an out of state license.
Gotta pull
I was just
string.
like, hey, dude, listen, we don't, we're trying to get down here or whatever. So I pulled up the call log.
And it was Nate Oates.
And the guy's like, they fucking like, he just goes like this. Are y'all media? He had like no fucking idea.
I didn't give a
Yeah,
fuck.
whatever.
It was so funny.
Anything that,
Oh, but hey, we didn't get a ticket.
Any way to drag me from a story from 2 years.
No,
ago
that's
to work.
That's not a
funny.
drag.
That's a
It was a funny
drag.
story. It
That's-
wasn't a drag.
I laughed about that for so long because it was like we're in Alabama. Like
I just didn't want to go. I just didn't want to get a ticket.
That's not drag. That's
College basketball went nuts last night. 2 different stories that made me both laugh. I think Reegs blogged both of them, which is usually a rarity because Reegs, he doesn't blog at all. I love you, Reegs. Relax. The banana guy rushes the court 1/10 of a second too early at Mississippi State,
that was.
and then gets the cop. He fucking ragdolled him on the way out. What he did, getting in trouble at the Little League, the hand around the neck, come with me, like he did that. It was wild. So that was a very funny video. And
Brandon tweeted like, "I'll do the bail," but did
I need to see the financials on that. But
that? I was gonna say like that. Did that mean like
throwing that out
Big
there.
Cat's gonna pay it? Like is
Oh, you get one of these.
yeah, he gave the neck. There's
I
no
still
way
am-
Brandon would pay that guy's bail.
There's 2 or 3 people on Pick Central who
might.
still owed lunch bets. Let's just put it that.
That's true.
So until bail is a pretty
Bail could be expensive.
big figure. So I'd like to see the financials on records of that. We'll see how that goes. But
This guy.
I love this guy.
yeah, legend. The other guy,
So that's for 0.1.
Yeah, that
0.1.
yeah, you got to have clock awareness though.
you
can't be
do
the
have
only
to have
idiot
clock
out
awareness.
there. Can't be the only.
Really
Basketball IQ
Really
one
fast.
time.
Did you see Matt Painter what he said about
Yes.
Storm?
He's got a point. Every
has a
time they
point.
lose,
But no, he has a point where it's like it kind of is crazy. No one gets hurt in like the.
I think they do. I think they brush it under.
I don't
saying
know
the
how
players on the other team.
opposing players don't get hurt.
Yeah, like last
Right.
night when UCF did it, like I just the Kansas guys disappeared. I couldn't find them. Like they were like in the mix of it. That's gotta be
Because people go out there and try to get,
I want an opinion.
try to make fun of them.
want an opinion.
But try to fuck with them. What?
How about my boys? I know we lost. It was a bullshit call. He traveled at the end. How about my
it
guys?
Texas?
They're playing pretty well this year.
Yeah, they beat BYU, right?
See, yeah.
Kind of
It's a
whacked
ranked
them.
team.
Yeah,
Should've
listen, there's no easy games in the Big 12. US,
12's a great conference.
UCF, my personal friend Johnny Dawkins, and their staff, great job. Shout out Jacob and SJ down there.
Shout out Jacob
So
and
when I
SJ.
played in that game, the guy doing the call, like I was like, oh, he said he works for CBS and he works for ESPN some games, whatever, calling the game. He was the guy in UCF. They throw a shoe. Somebody throws a shoe in the crowd when they court storm, and he's holding up the shoe. So those were 2 very funny moments in that.
Shout out to my Bearcats if you're watching. Coach Wes Miller.
There's no easy games in the Big 12.
Coach Wes Miller, I know you're watching. It was nice to meet you at the football game that one time.
What are we doing?
I'm still waiting on my tour. I'm
doing?
pulling a Bosco. I'm pulling a Bosco because I was invited to check out their facility and all that, and I'm waiting on it. So, what's up, Coach Miller? How you doing? I want to pull a Bosco one time.
In season's hard, bro.
I know.
In season's hard to get.
Maybe in
You
April.
both kind of have the same whatever like.
Oh,
give you,
dude!
You guys all.
Remember when I did the trying to find a college thing? I got so much free merch.
It's
awesome.
His contacts.
I still wear it. I still wear my Texas Tech gear to bed.
That's weird.
Raiders.
An Air Force fighter pilot
Nice
is
shirt.
competing in
Comfortable.
Miss America's pageant this week. Miss Colorado, Madison March. Madison's a great name, by the way.
It is.
Who is on active duty? An active duty officer in the Air Force is competing for a title in Miss America this Sunday. She's an active duty officer from the only active duty officer from any military branch to compete in Miss America. Sounds like Miss America doesn't respect the troops. Let's take a look at Madison March.
I really don't care about this, but I don't think that what's his name? Who's Family Feud? What's his name?
Oh, she's beautiful, and she's military. She's gonna win.
Emily Feud? Steve Harvey?
Steve Harvey.
Yeah, come on.
Remember when he messed up the winner of the Miss America? He should do everyone. When he was like, it's Miss
Well, he lies about.
Argentina,
He probably stole that bit too from somebody.
You don't like Steve Harvey now?
Not anymore. I'm Team Cat Williams. And Cat Williams is a
Steve
whack.
Harvey is
Although
the greatest comedian.
now I'm back to square
Please.
one because Cat Williams says he read 3,000 books as an 8-year-old. It's 10 books a day.
Cat Williams said he did?
Yes.
That's a lie.
I know. I'm back to square one. It's like,
You know what
it's
is-
just two idiots yelling at each other, and me somehow the rational person listening.
Yeah, I mean, I don't got much on this.
You think that they should let out the stories of these pageant people? Because now she's like, how could you not vote for her? You're subconscious.
Well,
I don't think you should. No, you have a good point there.
Yeah, no.
That's a skewed result.
Right.
Oh, you're saying because she's part of the troops, it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah, or
That's
I
like
think then if you want to do it, air the whole thing and let us follow it like March Madness. And I also think we shouldn't just have 50 states. It should be a little bit more like the Electoral College.
That's
What?
how do we get there?
Yeah, what?
Like California, you're telling me California should get the same amount of representatives as Rhode Island?
That's a good point, actually.
Kelly-
I agree with that.
Yeah.
No,
Who would know?
I don't
That would-
disagree.
That's a big like chicks.
I don't think we have a pageant.
Pat loves chicks. Hey Pat,
Pat's gonna have no idea.
loves chicks. What do you think about this? Just kind of half-ass idea. The Miss America pageant. Do you think it's fair that we leak the information of the contestants because then they'll be biased of it?
What do you mean leak?
Like this woman is in the Air Force, and now everyone's gonna vote for her because they like know the story subconsciously, right?
Why would you vote for? Can I see a photo of her?
No, you're saying they'll vote for her because she's like.
She's in the military. She's active in the military.
I don't think that matters at all. In Miss America,
I guess your
it's just
background
who's
does
the hottest. That's
Yeah.
literally
Okay.
all it is. Don't say anything stupid. Don't
Right.
do weird talent.
Well, what do you think about this then? Fully embracing it as like almost like pro football. Like we watch all the states Miss New York pageants. Why are we not watching the qualifiers? And also,
The thing
is,
should
I
Miss
don't know if you
America?
want to see a state qualifier.
I think I do.
I'm sure if you tried it hard
Should-
enough, you
should-
could find
I'm sure,
it.
like,
Should-
get 10, there's just no one wants.
Should we only have 50? Should Rhode Island get the same amount of contestants in Miss America as California, or should it be like the Electoral College?
What do you think
Based on size?
What do you
Like
think's
how
the
we?
hottest state?
Probably down south. Although no, New York has models.
I'm surprised Miss America hasn't gotten canceled yet.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I'll probably get canceled by saying it's a competition for being the hottest.
I think there should be a TV channel that's just
No,
qualified.
dude, it's one per state. No, none of this electoral college bullshit. One. Per
How can you limit one contestant in a population of New York and
Imagine
California?
going to,
He has a
to
good
Rhode
point.
Island.
No,
if
but
you go
imagine going to NBC.
There's a lot of
like,
ugly
hey,
states out there, too.
Yeah.
I want you to go to NBC, but hey, let's put the qualifiers on.
Yeah.
How do you?
I think Bosco's bringing up some good points.
Listen,
Right?
dialed in. All right, after
Poor
show.
Pat just getting thrown into the fire here.
He loves chicks.
I know. Let's talk about the egg sandwiches.
Insane.
I
It's-
saw my
all right.
brother quote tweet you about it too, and he was like all living about the Mayo.
Well, your
It's
brother
gross.
he cares about food.
I'm in the deli.
He's a fat bastard.
I'm in the deli today. I was astonished. The kid behind me is like, "Hey, let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup, and a little bit of mayo." I went, and the guy didn't blink behind the counter. I went.
Well,
Then he comes around the chip aisle, and I'm like, there. I go, "Hey, buddy, did you just order it with mayo?"
You said
Yes, I
something
had
him?
to.
That's
Had to confirm.
insane.
Had to. He goes, "It's great. Don't knock it if you tried it." And then you see all these whack jobs in the replies. Then one maniac says, "Put a little I think they're fucking with me. Put Russian dressing on, French
but that's what
dressing,
Russian dressing
mustard, lettuce and tomato."
Ketchup and mayo is Russian dressing.
okay.
Is that all it is?
That guy's saying the most normal breakfast sandwich order on the planet. That's
No, it's
wrong.
not.
But I don't. The guys that say like don't knock it till you try it. Sure, I'm not gonna knock it because I have weird sandwich orders. Like I put Doritos on my bagels and cream cheese sometimes. You know, the red Doritos. Like that's weird, but I like it.
Right.
You know,
I'll give you one. Try bacon, egg, and cheese on top of a chicken cutlet.
I would fuck with that. I would fuck with that.
How about this? Try bacon, egg, and cheese on top of a chicken cutlet on a cinnamon raisin bagel.
You want to talk cinnamon raisin bagels? Cinnamon raisin bagel, cream cheese, salami, cheddar.
right.
Now we're talking.
God,
That's what I get.
But I don't know.
Well, I'm not going to sit
I
here
guess
and make
mayo's
fun of
like
fucking mayo.
But I guess
that's
people are saying it's
you just
normal.
said
I don't know. It was
That's awful. I love it though.
Astonishing. So astonishing.
You know what? We have a problem, and I think it stems from fucking all of us. Everyone says this is the worst thing in the world. This is the stupidest sandwich in the world. Can't it just be like, oh, that's just a bad
you know what it is?
sandwich?
Back in the day, no one knew everyone's opinion.
That's always be the
Really don't
worst
like
thing in the
6-year-old
world.
Boys' opinions. Now everyone has an opinion, and we all see it, and it's horrible because most people are morons.
That's the most normal sandwich in the world, is
A lot
it,
of people
dude?
should- Yeah, exactly.
Fuck off.
That's what I've heard about voting.
I'm gonna say it though. Yours is horrible. That's
No, it's disgusting, but I like it.
The
So I'm
Doritos
gonna do it.
fine with the other, the salami and shit. Well,
Yeah,
nuts.
it's
nuts.
Okay.
That's like
But I was
probably
more
sliding off the bagel.
I was more amazed that most people thought this was normal. A lot of people ordered put mayo on.
Yeah, it's
Gross.
I would. If I heard that, I'd
it's
be
probably
like
Crazy.
that's
Then people
strange.
put lettuce. They would tell me put lettuce and tomato. One maniac and mustard.
Mustard?
Chaos, dude. Chaos.
I'm not a big ketchup on eggs type of guy.
Neither am I. I'm not a ketchup guy. Really.
I like it.
It's not bad. I've had it.
Hot sauce.
Yeah. After show wild card weekend, a lot of good matchups. Frank's going out to Chicago for that. We'll be streaming Sunday night. I think they'll be streaming probably that game Sunday, and I imagine the Steelers all day. That Monday night, I know. Basketball finale is out now. The whole series.
Go check it out on YouTube, please. A lot of hard work went into that. We had a lot of good guys on the team. Had a great time, and it was a hilarious ending.
I get why. Sometimes I was watching back and I was like, I get why they would want to hate us.
Oh, are you kidding? We had a coach with a suit and 2 cameras.
And
I would, and your jersey had a C on it.
Yours had
I would
an A.
fucking
You
hate
had an A.
us. We are the worst, but it's content. It's not like
No,
if
that's
it
why-
was not for Barstool Sports and it was just for the
and then
boys in the
do
group chat.
Yeah.
That'd be a little
I also
different.
want to undercut their refs.
They,
I want to say I'll bring you great guys for a lower cost.
Oh,
And get that fucking.
we don't run the. Shout out to Zog Sports, but we don't run the league. It's up to them.
Hey, listen, money's green.
Yeah.
Come talk to me. Guys will work it.
It was a great season. We're gonna run it back. We're gonna, like I said on radio, I would love to have Bosco. First of all, Bosco gets basketball, and second of all, Bosco brings eyeballs.
Also, we would beat
Can't deny
Chicago.
that.
Oh, you know what he actually said? He said Chicago would beat us.
I have no
I
opinion
didn't
on
say
it because I don't know what their team is.
Yeah, he did.
I just know that
I said they have depth.
And I don't think
Pat
they
Bev is an
do.
X factor, but I said they had depth.
Pat Bev wouldn't play. That
Take
wouldn't be
Pat
fair.
Bev out, right?
Yes.
They have Titus, and then Big Cat is like, he's a fundamental guy. I remember you trained with him in basketball.
Yeah. No.
But he's also not gonna. He can't run up him.
I can't.
They got a lot of guys playing a lot though. So
Brandon will die.
But like, if we're incorporating everyone, which means behind the scenes, producers, social media, I don't know what they have. I have no idea.
got a lot of
But
guys.
if we're talking their content guys, I don't. They have Titus.
nobody.
And Big.
they got a lot of guys who play.
Big T plays like he's 4'7".
I think
like-
they got a few behind the scenes guys who can play.
Yeah. So if we're involving everyone, then I don't know what their team
Right.
is.
But we
But
have two. Like that's the thing.
we have good behind the
If
scenes
it's
people too.
content, or like
I think-
our team.
We
and-
would probably be a lot worse if it was just content.
No, I don't.
Yeah. No, I'm saying our team, than what we had in the documentary, would be a lot worse.
Well, we have Pat.
We'd lose Mulcahy, our best player.
We have Pat.
True.
Pat helps.
I think I would love to do it. So if
I
you're
wanna
listening,
do
I would love. It's not even like a beef thing. It would just be fun. You know, it would be a
Just like-
fun game.
We're doing basketball. You have a court. We should. Put
Yeah.
it just makes.
And we just
sense.
put out a basketball documentary.
Yeah, it'd be good. Like also for like March Madness, it'd be good too.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, everybody enjoy Wild Card Weekend. See you on Monday.